Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video I have more new makeup. These are more affordable makeup products. I purchased this makeup, most of it, last month, and I didn't get a chance to test it out, so I want to try it and just share it with you guys. So I have a few different things. I do have another shade of this Catrice High Definition Liquid Coverage Foundation that lasts up to 24 hours. I really love the formula of the foundation, so I wanted to test it out in another shade to see if we would like it better. I have LA Girl Pro Perfect Hydrating and Multitasking Setting Spray for a dewy finish, and I also have the LA Girl Pro Perfect Oil Control Multitasking Setting Spray. So we're going to use one of these and then we'll use another one in another video. We're going to see how good these are. I do have another shade of this Catrice concealer. I heard so much about it. These are the two shades that we tried in the last video, so we're going to try this one. It's a little teeny bit darker, but not much, so we're gonna test that out. I had another foundation, guys, that I wanted to try, but I want to try this one because I just really need to see what the color looks like. Okay, so we have these LA Girl On Cloud 9 Bouncy Blush and Bronzers. I don't usually try a lot of LA Girl, but I wanted to test it out and see. Then we have some products that we have tried before but are newer to the channel, so we are going to test those out along with these products. If you guys love a trying new makeup video, this is the affordable version of it, and then I have another one coming that is going to be a trying new makeup video, but will be with more higher end products. If you love a good trying new makeup video and you've been to this channel before and you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. Also, if you like trying new makeup videos, and I know this is long, please give the video a thumbs up. The thumbs up really helps out the channel, guys. If there are things that you want to see differently on my channel, please feel free to kindly let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna get started. I'm excited. I haven't filmed in a minute. So I was away last weekend. I had all my stuff with me. I had every intention on filming or editing, like getting something done. It was a reunion weekend, and I don't know what made me think that they were gonna let me like really film and really work. It didn't happen. So then I got back and I was like, okay, let me get my stuff done. And then the power went out because it was so much rain. Now I'm here and I'm excited to be filming. It's been a minute. So yeah, this is not a new pencil. This is my favorite Benefit brow pencil. We're just gonna do these brows real fast. I do have a new brow product that I actually like, but I think it's in my makeup bag that I took with me. And it was so crazy because I never do like a 5-minute face, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a 10-minute face, but I never do a 10-minute face. And when I tell you, I got so many compliments on my makeup. They were like, oh my God, I love your makeup. I heard it from so many different people. So if you guys want to see like a quick 10-minute out the door glam, let me know. And then I can make that quick video for you guys. Pretty and simple, and I guess sometimes that's what's best. Like a lot of people like simple makeup nowadays. This is the Maybelline Super Lock Tinted Brow Gel. I'll put a little bit of this on. I get so excited trying out new makeup. So this is the Revolution Pore Blur Primer. Smooths and mattifies with vitamin E. I'm going to test this out. We tried this in the last video, but I didn't use it alone. I used it with something else under it, so we're going to use this. This is a squeezy tube. We're just going to squeeze some of this out. And this is 0.94 ounces of product, so a little bit less than the standard 1 ml of product. So it feels really light going on. It feels like something else that I have. I just can't remember what. Oh, you know what? It feels like Professionals. That's what it feels like. The Benefit Professionals. That's exactly what it feels like. It has that kind of silicone-y feel. It's kind of peeling a little bit. It has a nice slip to it. So with products like this that actually peel a little bit, I just take a brush and just brush my face after and just make sure all of the peeling particles are off. Because just because products peel don't mean that they don't work. So we're gonna put this here. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this brush and like just brush it off. I'm excited to do makeup, and I'm really aiming for 2 makeup looks today. So this is one of my favorite brushes from Morphe. I always talk about it, the Morphe vegan line that they had. It was so good. I'm gonna carve out these brows while we're waiting for this primer to set. This is Deep Olive, the e.l.f. 16-hour Camel product. I like this to carve my brows out. It feels so good to sit down and just play in makeup. That's what it feels like. It feels like playing, but no. It's not really playing, it's testing out products, which I love to do. So yeah, so I went to a retirement reunion weekend in Atlanta. And the highlight of the event was we went to a brunch. And those of you who live in Atlanta, if you've never been to this place called Garden Park for brunch, you have to go. I'm giving them a shout out. Because I enjoyed it. It was so good. The food was awesome. The place was such a nice atmosphere. The people were very nice and the food was delicious. I was impressed. If you guys live in Atlanta and you've never been there, you gotta try it. I went to a few different restaurants while I was down there, but my favorite restaurant is this place called Port Calkins. I ate there twice while I was down there. Food, drinks, everything was so good. That place, it never disappoints. I've been going there for over 10 years and the food is awesome. So that's another place that you guys should try. When I go to Atlanta, like, I have to stop there. I don't care if it's for lunch. I don't care if it's for... I've never been there for brunch, but I've been there. No, I did go for brunch one time. Yeah, some years back. And it may have been just like an early lunch. But their food, drinks, desserts, awesome. So that was probably like the highlight. You know, I got to see my girls from New York and people that I used to work with. So it was really, really nice. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna do a green eye look. And I don't know if it's because I'm wearing this green shirt. I didn't really have anything planned. I do have some sparkly shades. I didn't show this and I meant to. I have a few of these different shades from Half Magic. These are their shimmer sticks. They call it Half Magic Sparkle Stick Eye Crayon. I've been on a real sparkly kick since the Danessa Myricks Color Fix sticks. How could I forget that? Yeah. This is About Face Fluid Eye Paint Matte, and this is the shade Crocodile Rock. So I just was like, let me try something different because I have a few of these shades and I just wanted, like, this color is so pretty. I love the pigmentation. The green is so pretty. And you can use this as a base or you can use it as a shadow. I'm just gonna put a little teeny bit more down there. Yeah, the color is gorgeous. It's easy to work with too. If you guys can see how easy it blends out. We're gonna see if this dries down. I wanna say these paints are like $16. I got them from Ulta and I had them for a minute. You know, I have so much makeup that I've never tried. So I had these for a minute. I think I have yellow, purple. Yeah, I have yellow, purple, blue, and I think I have a clear one. So we may put the clear on top just to see what kind of look it gives to the eyes. And you really only need one layer of it because they're very, very pigmented. And then you can do whatever it is that you want to do with the eye after you put the paint down or before you put the paint down. You know, you can put this on top of like a bronzer. And we're gonna bronze, but we're gonna put the bronzer on after. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful shade of green. Really pretty. I'll just put a little bit more and I'm just gonna blend this out. So nice. I like the color. Okay, they are clean ingredient, cruelty-free, vegan. This About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint is a powerful one-swipe punch of liquid eye color that delivers bold, buildable pigment. No budge, no smudge finish. Okay, so it doesn't say that it's waterproof, but it definitely did not come off, if you could see that. And I wiped it. It did not come off. So very nice. This is our beautiful green eye color. Should we put a little bit of the purple in there? Okay, this one is called New Karma. Do you see how rich and pigmented that color looks? Really nice. I'm gonna take a little bit and put it here. I'm gonna take this brush. This is a makeup by Manny MUA. Oh, Luna Beauty LBE 2. So basically Luna Beauty eye brush number 2. Okay, so I like that the purple is not super pigmented. It just adds a layer of dimension to the eye. It doesn't really give a pop, but that's okay. Because I see now we have to go into this blue because I need to see if this blue is going to do something on the edges. But that's pretty. Really, really pretty. And it does dry down completely. Now we could layer it and make the purple more pronounced. I guess we could add a little bit more. Okay. Ooh. Let's add a little bit more of the purple. I'm gonna let it dry down just a little bit and then we're gonna take the blue on the edges and see what we come up with. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry down just a little bit. Now we have a fan on above us, guys. If you hear my fan, I told y'all my room, it doesn't stay cool. And I don't even know what the temperature is like outside. I think it's pretty comfortable today. Like it's not super hot out today. And the sun is coming and going. So see how pretty that green looks with the purple? It just adds something. It just gives like a nice amount of dimension and not a whole lot of color from what I could see. It just looks really pretty. I like that. Very nice. Actually, we could leave it like that. We don't even have to do anything else. I'm not gonna add the blue. It might become too much. This is pretty. And then I'm gonna show you the colors that I have from Half Magic that we're gonna add. I have the shade Champagne Snowflake, which is this color. Can you see that? It's so pretty. Then I have Frost Winkle. These are called the Half Magic Sparkle Stick Eye Crayon. I hope you can see that. Okay, so this is pretty. That's this shade. These retail for, I want to say $29.50 a stick, I think. And then I got them on sale from Ulta. They were on sale for like, I want to say $17.50 or $19.50. Okay, so this one is called Champagne Snowflake. And then I have this one, which is called Twirlita. So those are the 4 shades. And I think I have another one. I'm gonna try this blue shade right there. Frost Twinkle. So let's see. It's a beautiful shade. Now, let's see how much product is in here. Oh, that's a lot of product. Okay, okay, very nice. Now, I don't know anything about these because I've never tried them before. You guys see I went and got my nails done. I couldn't go down to Atlanta without my nails done. This comes in 10 shades. They're $25. I want to say they had like a 40% off sale. Okay, 12 hours of crease-proof mega sparkle plus color in one swipe. Half Magic Sparkle Stick is the grab-and-go essential for creating eye-catching looks in a cinch. I'm excited to try it. So this is like the little puck. I don't know if you remember me trying out the little hockey puck they have. They have something called a glitter puck. I'm gonna show it to you. So I think that looks very pretty. Now I don't know how shimmery is reading on your side. I see some shimmer. I think it looks very pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I got so comfortable not having nails on. It was wonderful. I might keep these on until September because I have a few different functions to go to between now and then, but it was nice to be able to just pop the press-ons on when I needed them and then take them off. I just preferred my own nails. Okay, so these dry down really nicely. So that was the shade Frost Winkle. Let's put this Champagne Snowflake here. Yeah, that's gorgeous. They really dry down nicely because it doesn't come off once you have it on. Like once it dries down, it's on. So I hope it looks pretty. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the Half Magic Glitter Puck. I have 2 shades, and then when this was on sale, they didn't have the 3rd shade. Then they came out with the 3rd shade right after that. See how big this is? Like you will never, unless you use this every day, use this up. I have 2 shades. And now I want the 3rd one because the 3rd one looked like it was very pretty. So this is what we have for the eyes. So we have our primer on. Hopefully it does what it needs to do, which is give us a nice smooth canvas. This foundation is $10. I have shade 090 this time, which is Espresso Beige. I think it's my color this time, guys. That's what the shade looks like. And you don't need like a whole lot of this. This does have niacinamide in it, and I know some of you guys are allergic, and sometimes so am I. Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. This one is the 115. It's a runny formula, but I think this shade is gonna be better. I'm gonna start out in the center of the face and see. It's like a little orangey, but not quite. But I think it's a lot better than the last shade. Now they do have one more shade that is in between the 2, the one that I tried before and this one, but I think that this shade might be really kind of perfect. And I love how it dries down. It dries down and gives a beautiful look to the skin. Look at how smooth the cheek area looks. Yeah. So I think this shade is good. A lot better than the last one. Much better than the last one. And look at the coverage, how it's covering up my hyperpigmentation up under my chin. So pretty on the skin. I feel like I could use a little bit more on my face. But look at how smooth and really pretty the skin looks. And this foundation, guys, is only 10 bucks. And I have Amazon links now. So please, guys, when I try this affordable makeup, and I say I got it from Amazon, just know everything that I use will be listed and linked below. I'll be doing an Amazon storefront. Once I have like 3 of you guys that actually make a purchase, then they'll know it's real. And I could do an Amazon storefront. I have a lot of makeup that I purchased from Amazon. Like a lot of my drugstore makeup actually comes from Amazon because it's cheaper sometimes than getting it from like Ulta. But I usually let you guys know, like if I got it off Amazon, sometimes I'll try to find a link for you. If not, I'll let you know, like I got this off Amazon, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so this came from Amazon. Catrice does have its own website. You know, sometimes you have to order a certain amount. I don't always want to order $50 worth of product to get free shipping. So Amazon usually has it, and it's probably the same price or sometimes less. So yeah, I really like this foundation. It's gorgeous, guys. And I know that this shade is like 10 times better than the last shade. Okay, so they have an under eye brightener that I'm gonna try only because I have it and I want to just test it out and see. So it's like a color corrector type thing. I want to say this retails for $7. Let me tell you what it does. I bought 2 shades of it. Sometimes I need color corrector. Their concealer, I don't need a color corrector because it's very full coverage, but sometimes you do still need a color corrector under other concealers. And originally I thought this was powder. I didn't think it was a cream. Okay, so this comes in, it looks like they have, I think they have more than 5 shades. On Amazon I see 4 shades, but I think on the website they have maybe 7 shades. I'll put it on the screen. It says color correcting and brightening, silicone free, alcohol free, paraben free, animal byproduct free. Bye-bye dark circles, say goodbye to heavy eye baggage with under eye brightener from Catrice. It ensures an instantly alert effect with its warm tone and nourishing texture that is specifically developed for an under eye area. It's enriched with hyaluronic acid and shea butter, which nourishes the skin and it gives a radiant glow. The warm colors visibly balance out the bluish tones of under eye and dark circles. Use it with your fingers, a makeup sponge, or a brush. Alright, we're gonna test it out and see. I'm gonna use one of these brushes from Made by Mitchell. A few of you guys hit me up and was like, oh, Made by Mitchell is coming to Ulta. And I think that he really is. If you guys want to see, like I have, this is kind of red, like the foundation, just like a little red. If you want to see like a full face of Made by Mitchell, I have other Made by Mitchell products, but a lot of you guys didn't watch the video, so I was like, I'm not gonna post any more Made by Mitchell. So being that he's coming to Ulta and now it's more accessible to people, if he is coming, I'm not sure because I know that they're doing different little skits together. Probably means that he is coming. I can definitely film a video to let you know what to look forward to and give you my honest thoughts, because you know me, I'm gonna tell you the truth regardless. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is a Nikki LaRose N14 brush. So it blends out pretty nicely. I still see the discoloration I have under this eye. For some reason, this area right here, I have an issue. I don't know what it is about my skin in that area. It just doesn't want to cover. See the difference? Like right here, you can still see like the darkness. This one is more smooth. I'm gonna put a little bit more here. There's something about the texture. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. Okay, so the under eye brightener does only come in 4 shades. And then the concealer that we're about to use comes in 14 shades. I still see the darkness. There's something about that area under my eyes. It just won't stay covered. And I don't know why. So one thing about this product, once it dries down, there's no moving it. It's dry. Everything is dry. Wait. Yeah, everything is dry. That was on there already. Everything is dried down. So that's wonderful. I like the way the foundation is looking. Okay, I'm gonna go into the new shade. It doesn't look like it's much darker. Okay, so this one is the shade Nutmeg, which is neutral. 18-hour hydrating concealer. It definitely gives enough brightness under the eye. Like with these concealers, and I guess it's because they're super light, you don't need 2 shades. 1 shade is good enough. I'm gonna take this and put this in the areas that I normally put my concealer. It feels so creamy, and I love the doe foot applicator. See how flexible it is? So good. And I was about to dip again, but I don't need to. That is what we got so far. We're gonna let that sit down just a minute and dry, and then we're gonna start blending. The 3 darker shades, they don't have it on Amazon's website. The Warm Cocoa, the Warm Spices, and the Cool Espresso, they actually do make shades that are darker than this, which is wonderful. I don't know if I like this for my concealer, because it's such a small brush, but it's so weird because I just ordered another set of these. I love this set of brushes, even though I wish that they would make some a little bit bigger, only because I have a big face and I feel like I need something just a little bit bigger. But I do love the brushes, and they do blend out the makeup really nicely. This color went in a lot better, but what I love about these concealers is the brightness that it adds to the face. Like, it really gives a nice amount of brightness. Just look at that. It makes you feel like, oh my god, maybe I have the wrong color foundation on, you know, because these are so, it's so bright. But I do like it. I'm just gonna blend out around this area here. Yeah, okay, so let's do the under eyes. I do love the formula. It's such a full coverage concealer. Like, where can you get full coverage concealer for $7 that's beautiful like this, that gives you the brightness that you need, and you don't need 2 shades? Like, you really don't. This one shade is everything. Look at the brightness. Even in my area where I was like, it's not staying, it's definitely covering. I see the coverage. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend out with the foundation brush the edges, because it's a really bright concealer. Like, it really is. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna open up these blushes, because I'm not sure if they're cream or powder. I don't know. So we're gonna test it out and see if we need to use them now, or if I need to put a different bronzer on. Such a eye-opening, awakening look. Like, it looks really bright under the eyes. What do you guys think? Do you think it's too light? I'm definitely going to order the deeper shades from Catrice, because I do like the brightness that it gives. Okay, so this is the LA Girl Dreamy Pink 498 Bouncy Blush and Bronzer. So this may be cream. Oh, definitely cream. Oh, okay. So this is the blush, and this is the bronzer. Now, I don't know if these are going to work. The bronzer is like a creamy, I want to say these were $6, guys. I'm gonna tell you what the price was. Now, it's bouncy, but it's not bouncy like, it's not a wet feeling. It's a dry, powdery feeling. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna try this lighter shade, and then we may have to go into the dark one, but it looks like the bronzers may be the same color. Let's swatch both of them, and then I'll look it up and tell you which. Very creamy, very creamy. Okay, so this one is like a little more red. I don't know if you could tell. This one is more warm tone. This is more cool tone. This is very ashy looking, but we're gonna test it out and see. And this, okay, you know I'm gonna try the lighter one first, because I wanna see if it shows up. I'm liking the way the under eyes are looking. I'm gonna take my trusty bronzer brush and dip into this. I haven't used LA Girl products in a minute. Like, I think I do have LA Girls, the liner that I like for my waterline. I think one of them is a LA Girl. Okay, I see that. It's definitely giving a nice bronzy look. And because this is cream, we can use this on top of our foundation, and once we set it with our powder, we're gonna test it again to see what it's doing. Is it dark enough? Like, do you guys see it? You know, I can usually tell once I try to carve my nose out, and then I can tell like how it shows up on my nose. But I think that it looks like showing up. I think it looks kind of ashy though. Like, I think it looks a little ashy, but not ashy in a bad way. Do we see that? If we don't see it, then I will definitely go over it with a different bronzer. But so far, I like that. I think it looks pretty. I think it's bringing everything together. This beautiful, affordable makeup. Like, I'm loving a lot of affordable makeup, guys. And with the way this economy is going, that might be the only makeup I can afford. Like, it's crazy. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. So good. Let's go into the blush, because I think the blush may come out a little bit darker than it appears. Let's see. I feel like the blush is, oh, okay. So I do see the blush, and it actually looks pretty, and it blends in really nicely into, does it look ashy? Like, I feel like I may need to put a little bit of the other blush on to add a little, you know, I like to mix my blushes anyway. But I think that they need to come out with some deeper shades. I think that this is all I saw. I can't remember, but this looks a little light, guys. It looks a little light. Let's go into the deeper shade. This one is called Coral Bliss. This is $4.99, and the other one is called Dreamy Pink. So let's see. So one is pinky, like a pinky orange, and the other one. So this is pretty. You definitely see it. So it puts me in the mind of the e.l.f. primer infused blushes a little bit. It just has that kind of smoothness. So even though it's like a bouncy formula, it's not a creamy formula. It's very powdery. Definitely a top blush, but pretty, if that makes sense. When I say a top blush, I mean like a blush that goes over the set powder. But we're going to test it both ways because we have it. But so far, I think it looks pretty. Let me try the nose. Let me try to contour my nose. Then we're going to be able to tell what this is really doing. Let's see. I think I see it. And this is the lighter color. So it's there. Now we can always add the darker one if we want a little more definition. I'm going to use this Epic Liner by NYX in the shade Black. I'm going to try and do a wing liner. I'm going to use this mascara. This is the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. And put a little bit of this on my top lashes. I really like this mascara just to wear without lashes on a regular day. It just gives a nice pop to the eye. So that is what our lashes are looking like. By the time I get the glue on the lashes should be dry. I don't think that this bronzer is deep enough. I'm gonna go with the darker shade just to see if this darker shade is showing up a little bit more. I think that that's better. I think that I see that shade more. Look at the difference. Let me try this again with this one. Yeah, see, that's more pronounced. It's a little bit deeper, which is what is necessary for me to get the look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna take this powder from About Face. I'm gonna take the shade Partition and I'm gonna set my under eyes, and then I'll put a little bit of something under the eyes. This is the shade. You know what? I think that the concealer actually dried down in place because I didn't have to go back in and re-smooth it. If you notice that, like, it's still smooth under the eyes. That concealer actually dried down on its own. Nice. I like that because it didn't get crepey under the eyes. So I didn't have to go back in and re-smooth it. Then we're gonna use this one, Applause, and put it in the darker areas. That is the shade. Oh, we're just gonna use this to set every place else that I did not use concealer on. I love the shade of this powder. It's so gorgeous. And I'm so sad to see the brand Ame Cole going out of business because she has one of my favorite powders. Like last month, I think the month before, I don't know if you guys remember, I had ordered some backup powders from her. I had no idea that the brand was going out of business. And they are going out of business, which is very sad for some of these brands. But the economy and just the cost to keep them going is crazy. Okay, so anyway, I think that looks really good. I love the way that powder finishes the face. I really do. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna go under the eyes with it because I really like this powder, and it makes the under eye look so pretty to me. It just gives a nice amount of brightness with a little bit of luminosity. So before we set down, I'm just gonna go in with that. I love that. It's like a spotlight. Okay, so I'm gonna take the bronzer and smoke out the under eyes. I'm gonna take this little brush right here. I'm gonna take this pencil from About Face, this pink shade, and put it on my waterline. Don't ask me why I'm using pink. I don't know. Do you see a difference in that pink? How it just opened up the eye a little bit? Look at the difference. So yeah. Okay, so that's the two eyes. We're gonna use this pencil right here. Ooh. Put it on our lower lash line and see how it goes. Okay, being that the face is looking a little matte, I feel like my eyes look weird since I added that sparkle. They look a little cross-eyed, but yeah, okay, we're gonna use this Multitasking Setting Spray Dewy Finish. And all of the prices for the LA Girl products, I'm gonna put on the screen. I can't remember what they are, but I will add them to the screen so you guys can know. I wanna say this was maybe $10. It says shake before using. Skin stays dewy and glowy. Preps, refreshes, and sets. Extends makeup and hydrates and moisturizes. Okay, I like them. Oh, the mister is wonderful. Oh, I love the mister. The mister reminds me of the mister from the One Size. It's that kind of smoothness. It reminds me of the One Size Powder Melt. Okay, so far, this part of the face is not dry but this part is, it's not 100% dry, but it's dry enough. I'm gonna put the mascara on. I just put this sparkle under the eye because it just adds something to the eye. I like that. I think it looks good. Let's put this mascara on. Hopefully our face will be dry. I love the wand on this mascara. You see how much length it gives to my lower lashes? I love that. Because you guys know I have super short lashes. Okay, so that's what our lower lashes are looking like. I feel like my face looks a little weird around the eyes. This is still, it's not dry. It's like a little dewy. Maybe I put too much over there because it's not, it's dry. Like it's not moving anywhere. Let me do a little powder here because I feel like it was kind of stuck for a minute. It didn't know what was going on. Okay, so I love the finish that it gave to the face. I feel like it melted the powders down for the most part. It reminds me a lot of the Powder Melt setting spray, but I think I like this a little bit more because the Powder Melt setting spray to me is so dewy that it continues to get dewy throughout the day, and I don't like that. If it stayed where it starts, then I'd be happy. I don't love the Powder Melt setting spray. I know a lot of people love it. And hey, I'm glad that you guys love it. It doesn't really work for me. It just looks like it just keeps getting dewier throughout the day, and I don't like that. I guess that's because I have oily textured skin, and it just really continues to show up dewy, and I don't like that. Give me a little dew, but stay where you are. Like, don't get dewier throughout the day because it starts off super dewy. So I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts at the end of this video about all of these products. Like we always do, I'll give you a breakdown of my thoughts on these products and tell you, are they worth your money? Like, is this an affordable item that is worth you picking up that can give you a beautiful glam, whether it be soft or otherwise, that you will love without breaking the bank? We don't want to break the bank. We don't. Unless we're putting money in and we're getting more. We do not want to break the bank. This is the deeper palette. This is shade Coral Bliss. So I think that the shade of the blush is very pretty. It shows up nicely. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna go in with the lighter one. This one is Dreamy Pink. All right, I'm gonna take this powder and just go over the face with it. This is Flower Beauty powder in the shade Sable, just to bring everything together. I'm gonna go quickly over the whole face with it. Just a little bit of powder. I think that looks pretty good. Now, to me, I feel like the blush could be a little more pronounced, in my opinion. So we're gonna add a little more blush. It's a subtle blush, but it just gives like a little bit of life to the face, and I like that. I'm gonna take this powder from e.l.f. and just go down the nose with it. Down the center of the nose with it. I like this e.l.f. powder. It just gives a nice glow to the skin. I guess we need like a little hint of highlighter in the lip, and I think we're gonna be done. I'm gonna take a little bit of this green highlighter, and I know it's weird, but we're gonna take just a little bit and put on here. Just a little teeny bit of the green. I really like this green. It's called Buttermint, but I really like it. And I'm just gonna put like a little teeny bit. It kind of looks like an extension of the eye. I think that's pretty. Let's try this one. This is Bright and Butter. So we're gonna take a little bit and just put it here. I feel like you see more green on this side. We don't want that. We want it to be this color, which is called Bright and Butter, if I didn't say that before. I'm gonna spray the face one more time. Do we feel like we have enough bronzer on? I really don't feel like that. I'm gonna go into this bronzer. I really feel like it's not enough bronzer. I'm gonna take this deep shade from Physician's Assistant and just, yeah. Okay, so that's better. It just gives something more. Because to me, yeah, those LA Girl bronzers were not it. Not for my complexion. It just gives a more chiseled look. I'm gonna just do a little bit more for the nose. All right, I'm gonna spray this dewy setting spray again, and then we're gonna do our lip. So So let's see what we're gonna do for a lip. We're gonna use this. This is one of my favorite liners, the Maybelline Lifter liner in the shade Cross the Line. It's so creamy and so pigmented. To me, it has kind of taken the place of Chestnut from MAC. I mean, this would be good just like this with a gloss on it. I have some new lipsticks. Okay, so I bought these Revlon Color Stay ink, and this is the shade In Charge 09. So we're gonna use this because I think this will be perfect for what we have going on. I did get some other shades. I don't know where they are. I get a lot of little bags from Amazon and I don't know where they are. So let's see. This is supposed to be long lasting, pigmented. I haven't used a lot of Revlon products on the channel. I used to love Revlon Color Stay. Very pretty color. Very understated. It's like a purpley kind of pink. Like a mauve color. That's what it is. It's like a mauve color. I'm gonna go back into my liner and I just wanted to say one thing. So I just came out the restroom and I washed my hands with soap and everything, and these are still on. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So this is a little sticky, I guess, until it dries down. We're gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about them. I hope I talked about everything in the video. Okay, so these are the Revlon Color Stay Suede ink with built-in primer infused with vitamin E, waterproof, smudge-proof, matte color. And I think I ordered 3 of them. I ordered this off of Amazon July 23rd, and I should know where they are. Okay, so anyway, they look like they were very pretty. And I think I bought like 3 pinky tones. So anyway, we're gonna top this off with this crystal baller from e.l.f. I know I said to you guys that this didn't have enough shimmer for me, right? So I went out last night, and after I ate, I put this on my lips. I didn't have anything else on my lips but my lips. And this was shining so brightly. So much shimmer. I was like, oh, did I make a mistake? I wanted to wear this again today. I think these show up best when it's on nothing but the lips. It's just such a pretty gloss. Well, lip oil. And it reminds me of peppermint patty. I don't know if they even still make those, but remember peppermint patties? That's so pretty, guys. Okay, let me just fluff this hair out a little bit, and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts on these products. So I'm back. And this is what our finished look is looking like. This is what our makeup is looking like. I think everything looks really, really pretty. So the hair is still damp. It's not gonna do anything. I like to let it air dry. To me, I don't want to disturb the curls too much because I like how it gets, the puffier it gets. Like when I wore it out last night, it was so puffy. I said it's time to put some product on it because I think it had been like 3 weeks since I actually had put something on it. But I love it. I love the wild kind of kinky curly look. It's just so pretty. Okay, so let's get down to the products that we have in our basically full face of new affordable makeup. Is it worth your money? I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so we have a few like replays or redos of products. I'm gonna start with the primer. So this Revolution Pore Blur Primer smooths and mattifies. I used it the last video, but remember I used it on top of the Power Grip from e.l.f. And I was like, oh, it's not showing its full capabilities. I saw like texture and all of that. So I want to show you guys my cheeks today with all of the products that we use on top of it, how smooth and pretty the cheeks and the makeup looks with this primer. Just look at how gorgeous the cheeks look, how smooth they look, how poreless they look. Makeup Revolution never disappoints with their primers. I was a little disappointed in the last video when I was like, what is going on? Like, I never get that from their primers. So this primer is just as good as I thought it was. It beautifully smooths out the skin and I love it. Love it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about, because it's in my hand, is this LA Girl Pro Perfect Hydrating Multitasking Setting Spray. This is what we used on our face. We sprayed it twice. This is definitely not a dewy setting spray, but I love it. I love the mister on it, first of all. To me, it looks more like a mattifying setting spray. So I am really excited to see what the mattifying setting spray looks like. If this is a dewy setting spray and it's giving us just a pretty lifelike look, very glowy in the places that it needs to glow, but mattifying every place else, that's what it looks like to me. Now, I'm not going to have this on a long time today because I'm trying to film something else, but I'm going to have it on for at least another hour and a half. So yeah, I like this. This is good. I'm going to put the price on the screen. I want to say this was $10. I did get this at Ulta. So I really like this. I think it's nice. I love the mister. It feels like the mister from the Powder Melt. Actually, they're very, very close. So yeah, I love this. So good. Because it's not super mattifying. It gives life to the look, and I love that. So I'm going to talk about this concealer. So when we did the last video, I had a shade of foundation that was so dark. I couldn't tell whether or not I liked the concealer. Like, was it too light? Because there was so much of a contrast between the two shades that it looked like the concealer was just sitting on top of the skin. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. It is a beautiful formula. Look at how gorgeous it looks under the eyes. This is a full coverage concealer. I have shades Neutral Fudge, Warm Toffee, and Warm Olive. Very nice formula. They have 3 shades that are darker than this, so I'm gonna try them because I would like a shade that is closer to my skin tone. I don't usually use them like that. These are actually perfect. You can use them alone. You don't even need to, you know how I like to get 2 different colors of concealer? No, I like the way the 2 different colors look because it's more of a gradient effect, so it's just not so stark sitting on the eyes. But wonderful formula. I can't wait to get darker shades of this. This is so good, guys. The foundation, oh my god, I'm in love with this foundation. This Catrice High Definition Liquid Coverage Foundation. I can't wait to wear this outside. Now, the shade was like a little slight hint of orange, but it was nothing that we couldn't control with our concealers. The formula is so, how do I explain it? It's very matte, but it's lifelike matte. It does dry down. A little bit goes a long way. Love this formula. $10. Like, this is one of the best foundations I've tried all year, and I've tried quite a few that I really love. So yeah, this About Face liquid eyeshadow. First of all, the formula, wonderful. Blended out like a dream. Dried down. Everything that I put on top of it worked on top of it. Very pigmented. I mean, it was just a dream to work with. I'm surprised that I haven't used these, and I had them for a minute. I have it in 5 colors, and I said I was going to use this one on top, but I didn't get a chance to, but that's all right, we'll get to it. This one is clear. I really like this. This was very pigmented, very nice. And even the purple one, I used the purple one just to give like a little hint of a contrasting color, and it was beautiful. We didn't do like a full peacock eye because I wanted to really showcase these pencils that we got from Half Magic. I love these sparkle shadows from Half Magic. Now, I did like the Danessa Myricks Color Fix sticks, but what I didn't like about them is that the colors were very similar. Like, there was no difference in them. Like, looking at these 4 shades, yeah, I like these. I like those too, but I really like these. And these don't give like the scattered look like the Danessa Myricks did, but they give a nice pop of shimmer. They brighten up the eye look. I love them. Very nice formula. Dry down. I can't believe that I used soap and I actually washed my hands and it did not come off. Okay, so that was great. This under eye brightener, it really worked nice. Like, I don't need an under eye brightener under some of my concealers. Some of the concealers that I use, when I look back at the footage, then I could see like the little dark divots in my eyes. Some of you guys may not notice it, but I notice it. You know, of course we notice our face and our imperfections, what we deem imperfections. But this was really nice. This is something that I'll keep on hand to use under concealers that I feel are not full coverage enough, because I like a full coverage concealer. But this was really gorgeous under the skin. It didn't dry out the under eye. You didn't hear me complain one time about how dry the under eye looks. That just goes to show how creamy this formula is, how serum-like this formula is. And this is supposed to be waterproof. We're going to test it out one day and see if it's really waterproof. I like this formula. I'm definitely going to order the darker 3 shades. I need this in my arsenal. This is a really good formula. This Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer, love it. It's supposed to have 18-hour wear. We use these LA Girl On Cloud 9 Bouncy Blush and Bronzers. Now, I think that they were nice. I don't think that they are super pigmented. As dark as the bronzers were, they weren't dark enough for me. Now, I'm not going to say that they didn't show up, but it didn't give me enough definition in the face like I wanted. These 2 blushes are a nice shade, but they just are not pigmented enough for me. I'm going to see as I'm editing back if I feel differently, but right now, that's how I feel. I think that The shades were nice, but they just weren't good enough. I want to just see if these were the darkest ones that they offer. Hold on. Okay, so they really only come in 3 shades, and the 2 that I have are the darkest ones. They're nice, but they're not for deeper skin tones. It needs to be some deeper shades and a little bit more pigmented. I feel like somebody that has about 3 or 4 shades lighter skin would really love these, but it's not for me. And I might as well tell you about the setting spray price. I want to say it said $10. Hold on. Okay, so the setting spray is $12, and I got 2 of them. They got 5 stars. So far, I'm very satisfied with the setting spray, but it's $12. So then we use this Revlon Color Stay Lip Ink. I think it's very pretty. I think it's a very understated mauve-y kind of color, but it was very pretty with the lip liner that we use. It gives like a nude kind of look, but not really nude. Very pretty pink, complementary to what we have on our face. And I think it looks very pretty. Then I had some of the NYX highlighters on. I had Butter Mint and I had Brighten Butter. And I think they look very pretty together. It wasn't too much. Like, what I like about these NYX highlighters is that they can be very beaming, but they don't have to be. It just looks beautiful on the skin. Like, I'm so impressed with the primer. Like, I'm so impressed with the primer. And then the rest of the stuff, guys, that we used, I will list and link below. We used a lot of stuff that we've used on the channel before. The Flower Beauty powders and the e.l.f. powder, the About Face powder, the About Face liner. All of that will be listed and linked below. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you've been to the channel before and you've made it this far, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and join my family of precious jewels. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this makeup. Do you love it? Is it something that you would wear? Do you love this eye look? What do you think about these products? And we will chat down below in the comment section. I will link another video on the screen so you guys can continue watching. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you, my precious jewels. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. And I'm back now. I'm going on another little trip, but I'm back. And I'm going to film, and I'm going to be releasing videos like normal. Because I'm going away, but I'll be able to do my work. That's the plan. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I love this makeup. I think it came out very, very pretty. Yes.